Hi, it's Mark Coman from Paul's Photo and the Creative Photo Academy. It's hard to believe it's day 18 already of our Be Creative series. Oh my gosh, what fun we've had. And speaking of fun, I'm here in the garage. And how often do you take pictures in the garage? Well, I was at work a little bit long today. We had to go to the market. By the time I got home, the light wasn't quite right. So I decided to do another still life today. We're here in the garage, and I've got LED tube lights or fluorescent lights over the workbench. I set up this little scene. And you see how lousy it looks? That's because the unidirectional, the just blam, blah light that we have in the house leads to bad pictures because we are not lighting the subject. So what am I going to do? I'm going to turn those lights off. And you can see we have our 1x1 Savage panel, the one we used the other night. It's awesome. I've got the power turned all the way down. I'm going to bring the power up to about half power right now. There I am at about 60%. Awesome, right there. And now I also have in the picture one of the Litra torches. I love these little lights. They're great. Come on. There we go. Right there. And why do I have the Litra torch in the picture? You'll see in just a second. All right, there we go. So, what am I using? I'm using the main light here, the 1x1 panel, to throw a cross light across the hammer and the saw, to give it some dimensionality, to give it some shadows. The nails with their glistening at the bottom are awesome. The light from the torch, you see how that's bringing the light on the teeth and the saw right there, how cool that is, even on the claw of the hammer, right? So that's a cool effect that I wanted in the picture. So my camera's set. I'm in the portrait or vertical mode. I've got this right here all lined up on the scene. It's very cool, right? So I got to dial in a little bit. So I'm at ISO 400, f11, and I got to go move. I set that Litra light a little too close. Got to pull it back a little bit, right there. Awesome. So F11, aperture priority 400 ISO. I've got the focus point right on the front of the hammer, so I'm going to get some good focus here. And bam, what a beautiful picture. What a great scene. So my exposure is a half of a second. Now, this nail is coming out of the picture, and I don't want ever anything leaving the picture like that. So I'm just going to move it. When I set those nails up, I just dropped them on the counter, and that's the way they ended up. So here we are. Bam. Awesome. Right there. Half of a second at f16. We'll try that. And I'm also going to open the aperture to f5.6 to give a little bit more range there. Beautiful. So what do I got here? I have Sony a7R IV, 60 megapixels with the 70 to 200 lens to come in close. I'm at about minimum focus distance again, about 6 feet to get the picture that I want. So we're being creative, we're getting out there. So what's your challenge tonight? Find some place that's ugly in your house, that's in your apartment, and tidy it up and make a portrait, make a still life, make a scene with it. If you've got an add-on light, a creative light, let's use that. If you don't, then let's turn off the house lights and use a desk lamp or something where you can get a focused light. And one of the great things I love about the 1x1 is it's directional. And you see how that gives a great light on my face? We also, when we do a portrait eventually, we're going to use the 1x1 here for portraits as well. This is the power of creative photography. Find something, make it pretty, make the picture, and post it. Hashtag Paul's Photo, hashtag Creative Photo Academy, and hashtag We're All Together. Because we're all together in this, and we are going to make beautiful pictures, and we're going to survive, and we're going to be awesome photographers, and we're going to grow, and we're going to have more skills at the end of this shutdown than we did before. And how cool is that? Mark Coman from Paul's Photo, Creative Photo Academy in the lab at Paul's Photo, wishing you good days, good pictures, and let's have some fun and be creative even when we're locked up at home.